Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the last round in the Legend stage. This is the Winter Major 2022. My name's Jack. I'm here with the infamous Steno and our lovely broadcaster, Drowned. We're going to be watching Guardians Advance versus Cooldown. Our first map will be on Sandal. The game's already started, and I'll leave it up to you, Steno.
Hey Jack, we got a really exciting game today. I'm really excited. So we got Guardians Advance and we got Cooldown. Um I'm kind of favoring Guardians Advance in this game, but I don't want to underestimate any team at this stage of the Legend stage, or not the Legend stage. So I'm gonna go ahead and introduce some of the players. For cooldown, we got Actimal, Lucius, Overskill, and Flex. And for Guardians Advance, we got Snipe, Treasure, Assertive, Champion, and Silence. So what do you think? How do you think this game's gonna go down?
Yeah, I gotta agree with you. I'm not trying to be biased, and because Guardians, I know them more, but I just see more of their gameplay. I feel like I know a lot more about their players, but I don't want to underestimate Cooldown. Like they've done well for themselves, and I've seen a couple of their gameplays, and they've definitely I've underestimated them at stages, but I do feel like at the end of the day, Guardians Advance will steal the show. But I mean, there's only time will tell. But one of these teams will get knocked out today and won't make it into the champions stage.
Yeah, for sure. Uh, yeah, for sure. Cooldown, I definitely expect them to put up a big fight. I don't want this to be an easy game. Of course, we got 6 rounds. So far, it's been pretty even. Both teams have been holding their defense, and I think both teams are attacking majorly through that left side.
Yeah, we do see a overdrive coming in from Snipe. Well done from him, taking out Actimel and Flex. Obviously, Actimel using his Paladin overdrive. Assertive pushing in here. Oh, I think I'm lagging.
No, you're good. I think good opportunity here
Oh,
from
sorry.
Assertive, but he's gonna run out of supplies, and he's gonna get surrounded. Actimal and Moonstone both there, and no one from Guardians to help him out. Silence going on to the other side, but he's quickly taken out. Let's take a look at some of the combinations that these players are using in this map.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Champion's gone with the route of using Ricochet, whilst on the other side, we do have a Tesla on Paladin. I mean, when I've seen Prado, or I believe his new name is Champion, he prefers using Tesla on this map from previous knowledge. But it's interesting to see him use Ricochet. Maybe he might change on the other side. But what other combinations are you kind of struck out with, just out of curiosity?
So I believe Cooldown is not using a shaft, and of course we got
Nope.
Snipe, their favorite shaft player. He's gonna be using Aris Shaft, and Aris Shaft, especially when you're good with it at a skill level like Snipe, is really annoying in this map.
Yeah, for sure. I can't wait to see his KD at the end of it as well. But I don't know. I mean, obviously it's really a preference thing, but I do feel like Snipe is definitely the best option to be using Shaft on this map. Like I said, there's that top half there, so there is that advantage, especially on Eris. But if we go back, what's happening on the map, we do see Champion managing to pull the flag, Silence using his overdrive, and no one can really stop them. There's that overdrive dropping as well, where Treasure will use his OD and pick it up within the mid there, and it's looking like this will be the first capture to Guardians advance.
That was a very clean pull. It looked like every
Hmm.
Guardian player just won their gunfight against Cooldown. At the end of that pull, everyone was taken out from Cooldown. Of course, Silence had his overdrive help him out, taking 2 players. But going back to what you said about Prada using that, or sorry, Champion using that Ricochet, I honestly think that Tesla is usually a better turret for this map because sometimes you could do a lot of damage, multiple damage, and hit some clutch shots. But so far, Champion's been proving me wrong. He's been winning his gunfights against Actimol, who's now actually changed to Ricochet. Looks like he's been getting annoyed of fighting him long range.
Yeah, actually, I just noticed that as well. It's obviously, it was like, oh, guys, I really can't do anything here. I'm gonna change it up, see what happens. Be interesting to see if he does change eventually as well. But honestly, I think Rico is a good option. I've not really played too much of Paladin. You're more of a Paladin player, aren't you? So you'd know more about that than me. But an OD did strike in there from Snipe, but it didn't really do much use to any of the teams really. Not taking anyone out or healing his own teammates, so that's unfortunate.
And I believe the OD will fall in a bit. It's gonna fall right now. So far, it looks like Cooldown has a huge control of that portion of the map, but Guardian's gonna try to push up. OD comes from assertive, only takes out one player. Overkill is actually taken out, and
Ooh.
Champion just renews his OD. He's got his Paladin OD. Silence, not yet.
Yeah, really coming in there just last minute. Still that OD. I do like the pressure coming in from cooldown though. They've not really given up. Honestly, in the beginning of the game, they were being quite dominant, and we did witness a really nice capture from Guardians Advance. Like you said, they all were playing to their positions, taking on their 1v1s, we could say, and winning them. So it's interesting to see that cooldown actually can't manage to capture a flag yet. But hopefully soon they might be able to do something.
Yeah, I just feel like Flex is one of the key players for Cooldown right now. Guardians is expecting pushes from cooldown. They know they're one up, so it's been hard clearing that way, especially when you have Champion and Silence pushing up against your attackers. Overskill has a gap here, but he's only one shot. I think maybe the combination of Moonstone has to change and use something that'll help his team a little more. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I mean, just looking at him now, it's on the other side of the map. But what I've noticed is he's always trying to be playing on that far left side, especially with Eris, which I don't think is much use. Also, what else has caught my eye is the amount of overdrives that both these teams have. But Cooldown really are latching on to their ODs. I've really not seen much from their team. And once again, Moonstone just staying on the bottom there. I'm not really doing much. Not trying to violate, but just from what I'm witnessing.
All four players kind of waiting back, knowing that there's an attack coming from Champion, but his supplies are gonna run out, and so will his OD. But looks like cooldown. We're playing for that overdrive box, and I believe Moonstone was able to pick that up.
Yeah, indeed. On the right side, we do see Actmel Flex pushing in here upon Silence and also Champion, but it's looking like both of them will get taken out eventually, only managing to take out Silence there. With 2 minutes closing in here, there's still a couple overdrives on the map. They can be a massive game changer, but honestly, they've got to do something quick or else they're going to be losing this first round. And this is the last round of the Legend stages, so one of these teams will be getting knocked out regardless.
Yeah, for sure. It does look like they're all saving up their overdrives for one major push, but when they're grouping up and pushing up together like that, it's easy for Guardians to take map control and focus on them across the map. I also feel like a big factor has been snipe. It's so hard to push up with a good sniper just picking you off before you even get to the base, and he's done a good job of helping kill the players that his teammates are in 1v1s with.
Ooh, Snipe using a lovely overdrive, taking out three players, allowing Treasure to push up. Actimel using his overdrive, but is too far away with that range. But they will manage to take out that flag carrier there. It is still down, which Assertive will be able to pick up. He does have his overdrive. He can use it on Overskill, take him out. But there's still possibility for cooldown to return this flag, possibly. Moonstone using a lovely overdrive, but it shoots to the moon. And I don't know if they will get this return. It's looking like a second capture for Guardians Advance.
Job from Guardians there. They took their time with that capture, avoided like every single overdrive,
For
Lucius's
real.
overdrive, the Eris overdrive. They had a good cooldown had a good opportunity to pull here, but maybe Lucius Flex is finally going to use his OD. Can he take everyone out and pull this flag down the center?
Oh my.
Ah,
I
it's-
can't believe I just witnessed that.
this is a
Oh.
shutting down. This is a shutting down from Guardians. It looked like cooldown couldn't do much at all this round.
Yeah, it's really disappointing. I just want to like shout to them where they are because obviously they can't see as much as we can. But Flex just used his overdrive for basically nothing. Now allowing Champion to pull this flag only 15 seconds on the clock. Assertive might get picked off here, but Treasure's still in the middle. He can pick up that flag, allowing Silence to come in from the left here as well. This might not be a capture because there's only 3 seconds yet, but it was still a nice attempt, and the first round will be going definitely to Guardians Advance.
Trust me, even though it wasn't a capture, it was still like a mental challenge
Yeah.
given by Guardians. They keep pulling that flag. That's just adding pressure, maybe frustrating their team a little bit. But Cooldown needs to do a good job, not let it get to them. They're gonna set up better. I hope to see their Eris changed into something else. I feel like Thunder hasn't been too effective, or maybe change their game plan. We'll see how they kind of switch up in this next round here.
Yeah, so another round on Sandor, obviously. But I mean, we've got some interesting maps on the line as well. So going from Sandor to Iran to then Molotov. So an open map to an enclosed map to yet another open map. So I'm not too sure what to expect in the other maps, but obviously from the performance I saw from Cooldown on this last round we just witnessed, I'm not too hopeful to say the least. But what about you?
I was just pulling up the Twitch stream because I remember in my last live stream, they're complaining like, the commentators don't even read this chat. So I'm making sure I pull it up and see what our viewers have to say. But what was the question you asked?
Oh, I said I don't think it's too. I don't have much hope for cooldown winning on this map from the last performance we witnessed. Maybe they might have a better performance on Iran and Molotov, but what's your expectations for this second round and final round on Sandal?
Honestly, I think I give cooldown a chance in Iran. I think Iran is kind of a neutral map. It's
Yeah.
a bit less pressure. You can kind of be more organized in that map, whereas Sandals sometimes you just get overwhelmed, kind of like Sandbox. And just a team member change. LeBron drops a greeting to us as he joins the map. He's gonna be replacing Silence on Viking.
Yeah,
He's a
well, Silence is still in the map as well. Looking like Assertive will leave. Not too sure. It'll be last minute, but wonder if he will play or not. Um, but yeah,
He
miss
must be
LeBron.
feeling very special though. His teammates got on metallic all gray and he's all colorful with the purple pink.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say last round, like they're really representing this paint, united as a team. But anyways, we are in the second round tier. Just LeBron being swapped over. You're right. Silence gonna be taking Eris and Thunder. So they're taking that route of using Eris Thunder, and it looks like he's gonna be playing on the lower ground, not playing with Shaft anymore. Sniper's out this round. So interesting. Moonstone taking on Shaft as well. Obviously because they have that. Advantage on the right side depending on where you look. But I remember our fair share of TKBs when we were complaining about Shaft on that top that top part. Couldn't push in.
Yeah, maybe I'm a little bit outdated. I feel like
Yeah, I
this
think so
might
as
be
well.
the new Sandal strategy because Silence taking on Eris Thunder and he's doing what we saw not Lucius but Moonstone do
Yep.
last time, kind of pushing through the middle, pushing through the left side. So maybe there's an advantage that I'm not too sure of.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, don't know. I really don't know. I'm kind of perplexed by what this is. But anyways, I mean, a couple overdrives. We can see Lucius overskill, and for the other team, we have LeBron and Treasure. So some of these teams can make something happen here. Looking like overskill and Lucius will be pushing up into their right side of the base. Not too sure if anything will come from it. Overskill will get taken out along with Lucius by Assertive and Silence.
Yeah, I feel like Champion has been doing a pretty good job of trying to sneak in through the map. I think he had a good opportunity if he just went for the flag, but maybe he would have gotten shot in the back, reducing Moonstone to low HP. But I really am interested to see how Guardians now face that challenge of having the shaft in their base.
Yeah, actually, Uh, I'm sure they'll have a good performance, but not as well as the last round. Now you pointed that out. Not too sure if Moonstone is as good as Snipe could be. Man's a legend on that turret, but I'm interested to see what Moonstone can make of this game. He does have his overdrive as well. He's trying to pick off Silence, but he will deal damage, not take him out though. Flex though, pushing in here. Silence regaining boundary, but he will die. Flex managing to pull this flag. Also, Moonstone using his OD won't manage to heal Flex, but Alchemil is pulling this flag. But Silence does have his overdrive, dealing damage, taking out flag carrier, and also, um, did Treasure just use for no reason?
Yeah, but honestly, I love that attack from Cooldown. That was a really good attack. The Lucius and Overskill pushed up on the right side.
Mhm.
Flex came through on the left side, and that OD surprisingly took out LeBron. I did not expect that Impact to take out LeBron, but it was a really good opportunity there. But first to die, Silence was able to spawn right behind him and take out the flag. But the Cooldown should not give up hope because if they keep doing attacks like that, I think they definitely will be able to pull a flag.
I mean, for sure, we've seen multiple attacks from them on the previous round. Not too well done, obviously flag wise, but they still got that kind of aggression to their name. But talking about aggression, we're seeing Silence pull this flag. LeBron gonna be using. Watch out for Flex. He does have his overdrive, but assertive, focusing him, taking him out, allowing Silence pull the flag. We do see Lucius lock on him, but Champion's gonna be capturing that flag.
Oh my God, look at the structure, Jack. LeBron using his
Yes.
OD, going in there, sweeping out the players, or Silence dropping it off to Champion when he knew those Rockets were going to take him out. These are just some really smart plays that we're seeing from Guardians. I don't know how Silence was full HP taking that flag, though. I remember he used the repair kit, still full
Yeah.
health. I was like, there's been zero damage done to him.
Yeah, they're definitely happy about that one, and I'm sure when they rewatch their game, they're gonna be like, you know what, we got to do this more often, and especially if they do make it into the championship stages, then they'll be looking forward to do more game strategies like that. Looks like LeBron won't be able to take that OD, but Champion doesn't either. Actimel doesn't, but looking like one of these members will overskill, managing to pick it up.
A great execution there on that flag, but through that overdrive, we've seen them set up. It looked like they were one of them were gonna take it.
Yeah.
LeBron had a good setup as well, but Moonstone did a really good job of holding his shot, not falling for the bait, and taking out the most important Viking. You don't want Viking to have ODs. That's almost a flag capture guarantee.
For real, or even a defense. We don't really see much Viking players use their overdrive on defense unless they're alone, really. Um, but yeah, I got to give it to both LeBron and Silence. We saw them play Viking, well, Silence play Viking last round. Played it to a T, and honestly, LeBron had a really nice overdrive previously when we saw that capture. So I want to see some more Viking action here. On the other side, I forgot what who Flex, excuse me, using Viking, but I'm not too sure. I mean, they've still got that aggression, but they're not really got like the grouping working out right now.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like on the other side, we've kind of fallen asleep on the offensive side, but I know they're definitely capable of it. They have
Yeah.
done it before as Treasure stuns two players inside the map. Does that actually open an opportunity for Assertive? Shot comes through
Oh.
Lucius, but Champion knocks it out of the way. Assertive's gonna go all the way, maybe taken out by Moonstone. One shot, but Overskill takes him out. LeBron being scoped out by the shaft. He's not letting anyone capture this till his last breath.
Look at
Oh,
this though. Moonstone using can't take out two players. Only one player, but Actimel using assertive gonna use. But regardless, they flag carrier does get killed down. Flex managing to pick up that OD in middle. I mean, it is two captures for the Guardians Advance. I keep thinking Black Mirror because they got the tag BM. But for Guardians Advance, so time is ticking under 4 minutes here. Cooldown have to do something to at least tie this round up.
Yeah, honestly, that push was it almost had it. If Actimel,
This
I
was.
believe, just waited a little bit for Flex. I know Flex he had to wait for the OD, but if they both came
Yeah.
in at a closer time range, instead of both players getting focused one by one, it would have been a really good opportunity to pull that flag.
Yeah, I mean, we can see Overskill and Lucius actually grouping up on this right side. Maybe that strategy is coming into play, like you said previously. The two players on the right, and then Flex and the Paladin coming in on the left. But Flex getting taken out by Champion and also Treasure, leaving Alchemel and also Overskill on the left side trying to defend it off of them. With under 3 minutes on the clock here, time is really not towards their favor. So they've got to do something. They've got a couple overdrives, but we see a big push coming in from Silence and Champion. Also, LeBron going to be using LeBron taking out Overskill, possibly taking out Moonstone. Nice OD coming in from Silence. Look at this, but Flex can wipe them out. Possibly they're hiding. LeBron gets taken out. So does Champion. That's going to be a nice. Nice
Until then,
defense, but
very executed, very well executed. Flex, I know got a huge play and was able to return that flag, but that OD was taken away from their attack as LeBron picks up another OD right after using
yeah.
it.
I wonder if that was timed, honestly.
No, I wasn't. It was a time. It was a time. Don't give
Nah,
that.
nah. I just imagine that. Like they're like, "Yo, let's push him before this overdrive drops. If we lose, then we can get the OD and do it again." Like that'd be cracked. I can imagine that happening, but maybe it wasn't timed.
I think they just got lucky. We're in the right position at the right time, but they definitely worked for that. They had all of map control to take that OD box. Some of the players on the team do focus on getting that control
Yeah.
before the OD does fall, so that did allow LeBron to just respawn, come all the way down, and pick up that OD. I think a good kind of thing that Assertive is doing, because I kind of asked the question earlier, how are they going to deal with Moonstone? And even though Assertive hasn't been killing Moonstone with his rockets, I feel like his rockets kind of make Moonstone not be able to look away while the rockets come to him.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. He's got to like hide there. Whilst you're saying that they did manage to pull the flag here, and Moonstone even going for it. Lucius uses his repet, pulling the flag. He does have an overdrive which he can use on silence possibly, but it's not going to waste it. Champion pushing in here is really low HP. Champion can possibly kill him. Nice mind there, but he gets taken out. Champion going to be using his OD. Moonstone can't kill him, and it's going to be a return, allowing Black Mirror. Oh my. Allowing Guardians Advance to pick up this flag. I swear, I keep thinking Black Mirror because of that tag.
It's a mosh pit right now, though.
Yeah.
Moonstone done a good job of taking out the right players there, even though they weren't able to capture the flag. How many ODs is LeBron gonna use in these
Uh,
last few minutes?
yeah,
But
I think like four, honestly, his caught in a row.
but it
Actimel's
was
not too
really a
happy.
really good defense from Cooldown. Even Black Mirror had a couple of good overdrives, even the overdrive through Treasure stunning three players, but they were still able to hold it up.
Yeah, even though the scoreline remained the same in the previous round and this round being 2-0 towards Guardians Advance, I gotta give it to cooldown. Like I said, they're not that bad. I mean, they do manage to hold off defense in certain scenarios, but I mean, they just get caught off guard and you can't really do anything really, and unless you got those overdrives to kind of like go up against them and challenge them. But anyways, it is going to be 2-0 currently, and we're going to be going over into the next map.
I just feel like Guardians had the upper hand in that Sandal map, although as you said, Cooldown did play well, but
Yeah.
overall they weren't able to capture a flag, I believe, in both of those rounds. So well played in Sandal. In Iran. I feel like Iran is a really kind of general map for everyone. I feel like most teams are pretty good in Iran. So maybe Cooldown be able to pull something in Iran.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like Iran's kind of like sandbox. You just need to know where to play, and then it's really up to how you use your overdrives, how you work as a team. Um, it's not as complicated as I would say compared to Red Alert or even Molotov, or maybe actually to compare them Molotov and Highland, because I feel like that's really more strategy you got to use in how you're going to attempt to push in, because they're quite hard maps to play. Or maybe that's just me. I don't know. How do you feel about Molotov and Highland?
I definitely agree. I feel like Highland really puts a slow down stoppage into play, while Molotov this time will hopefully continue it. But I kind of believe that in Molotov, I'd favor Guardians a little bit more. So I really want to see Cooldown be able to hopefully take 2 rounds in Iran, where I think they could be a bit stronger. But in Molotov, I feel like Guardians, we've seen them play there in their last game against retired bots. So I feel like they're pretty experienced there. It's a tough opponent in Molotov, in my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, um, so they're currently down to, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I don't think they would be able to win in Molotov either. I've not really seen much of cooldown in Molotov, so and I feel like Guardians Advance probably have trained it before, and we've seen the control they had in Sandals. So if they can just use that same kind of strategy in Molotov, then they can take it, even if they tie it. I feel like.
Because so far I feel like they have been the better team,
Yeah.
working together, taking control of that map. But I'm actually like really curious to see how this Iran map goes down. I want to see good plays from both of these teams that we can get excited about.
For sure, for sure. Even if it's just overdrives, I want a bit of adrenaline rushing through my system here. Who knew
Yeah.
Tanky could make you so hyped?
I feel like cooldown needs some more offensive attacks like we've seen from Guardians, like pretty strong hit attacks, couple of ODs going off, pulling that
Yeah, for
flag,
sure.
especially Flex. We really want to see some good plays with his Viking OD. I feel like we've seen a couple from Guardians, so now it's his turn. You kind of got to step up. You're kind of the star player when you play Viking. Let's see some good Viking hammer overdrives.
Yeah, it's definitely hard to play Viking because you're pretty much like center of attention. You're gonna get caught off guard. You're gonna get focused as well. But you really gotta if you're playing, especially in the legend stages, if you're playing now, this is where you gotta like pop off. Really, you gotta like bring your team into a win stage, and hopefully, like you said, we do see that from Flex and along with his other team, his teammates. But
For sure, I definitely agree with you. I feel like Viking probably one of the most harder roles to play. And I feel like some players shy away from that because they know of the huge focus they're gonna get, and you really have to create your opportunities as a Viking player.
yeah, that's definitely true. I mean, I don't know. Is there many Viking players which kind of publish their kind of? Yeah, yeah, it is. I think.
Hi, Vanga.
Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, like stream their plays on
Mm.
YouTube maybe to get some not inspiration but like guidance. Because it's not one of those combinations you can really learn just from playing it. You got to really actually time your overdrives and you got to have your team as well. It's also you got to be really dependent on your team when there's that overdrive dropping like we saw like Treasure helping out with the OD going before like you said to actually pick it up. um I wonder what
Yeah,
that means.
I for sure agree with you. I feel like you got to do a bit of both. You got to do your research and you got to do your training as well. And I feel like the players who aren't arrogant and always are looking to learn something, take stuff from other players. Oh, that's good play. I'm gonna add it to my gameplay. I think those players are the most adaptable and successful.
Yeah, true. So not you basically.
Wow.
I'm joking, I'm joking.
You got the map?
Yeah, I'm posting it.
Nice.
uh Here we go. There you go. It's there. Nice. But anyways, yeah, we got a new map. Sorry for the wait, guys. Gonna be joining in, and yeah, you're definitely right. It's hard to find those kind of players these days. No, I'm not in a rude way, but obviously, esports isn't as big as it used to be. Um, Obviously, we saw a new format being brought into the game so it was more adaptable for everyone. Because obviously, when I first joined esports, it was kind of hard to get into light format and learning setups and all of that. Because in setups, there's so much to it when you're a new player, you know. You don't know what combinations to choose, you don't know how the lineup works or like the crossing out, you know. So, um, yeah, you got to be adaptable, like you said.
Think this format has been kind of evolving as it's come out. I remember playing it in the very beginning. It was kind of the same combinations being used, but compared to light and setups, which are formats that almost stay the same throughout time, MM format is constantly changing. New turrets being
Yeah.
added, new bugs, new updates, and it forces these teams to continue to adapt, or they won't be able to stand in the position that they have been. And I feel like some of these teams like Toxic, Team Pointers, Diamonds, they've remained at the top for a while now.
Yeah, they're cracked when it comes to finding out new lineups, if that makes sense, like new
New
combinations
lineups,
to
new
use.
strategies. Yeah.
I can imagine there's just one guy. It's kind of like in parkour, like when you find a trick to do. Um, I don't know how people come up with the imagination of these things, and it's the same in esports. Like the strategy behind it, even in different like real life sports. Um, there's so much to put into play. It's not just gameplay and teamwork. There's
Some
strategy
intellect,
behind it.
IQ,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Not definitely not the intellect from me though. But
No, but also
but yeah,
also like the rest of the team's
yeah,
willingness and being able to adapt to new turrets. Because sometimes players like, oh, I've always been playing Thunder, now I gotta start playing Striker. Like I'd
yeah,
rather play
yeah,
Thunder. I'm
exactly.
better at Thunder. But now players who are more versatile, able to play different halls, different turrets, are valued more in being additions to the team.
Yeah, and that's definitely why the teams you pointed out earlier have always been up the top because we've never really seen the same players play the same. Okay, there's always been a Viking and a Hammer player which has been the same, but if that was to change, if Viking or Hammer got nerfed, then I'm sure they'd be like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll try something else out. I'm doing it for the team, not for me.
Yeah, I hope so. For now, I really like Viking Hammer. I think it's one of my favorites to watch, even though I feel like
Yeah, yeah.
Paladin's more of my play style. We got a
Oh
OG
my
falling
days.
down Actimal, actually able to pick that up. I thought I was gonna go to Moonstone, so cooldown gonna start with a Paladin Overdrive, which is not too bad.
Yeah, a little bit of sabotage there from Champion, knocking over Treasure, and in the process of flipping himself. But anyways, guys, we're in the third round here. Iran it is. Currently 2-0 for Guardians advance. And Actimel, like I said, managing to pick up that overdrive. So they got a slight advantage here. It's a bigger map, but more enclosed. So I'm looking forward to what's going to be the outcome of this. We can see LeBron, Treasure, and Assertive already pushing up on that top left. Excuse me. LeBron using his repair only. Moonstone on defense here. Possibly allowing Guardians advance pull a flag. But on the other side, we do have Overskill and Flex.
Yeah, so Treasure able to pull that flag. I think he's full HP while Assertive chose to go back. Good decision from him. He's able to take out that offense. Now Treasure gonna go all the way. There's Actimal, but Treasure still has his
Ooh.
repair kit and first flag. That's quick. They didn't wait. They didn't wait, Jack.
No,
As you were
no.
commentating Thumb 3 pushing up, I just see three players just gunning for the enemy team's base.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, they want to be in that champion stage, and no doubt, I'm sure if Guardians Advance were destined to be there right now, they'd make history in this format. But I'm still excited to see what Cooldown can do. I don't think this is the end of day for them. And even if they do get knocked out here in the next major rankings when they come, I hope they do well. But oh, Lucius, bro, Lucius,
LeBron gonna be
yeah.
able to pick up that OD after that OD showdown in the middle. Lucius picking up that flag, but not gonna go anywhere far. His supplies has run out. But as you said, I'm really excited to see what Cooldown can do in this map, and I really hope they're a bit more bold, a little bit more courageous with their overdrives. Look like Guardians are those players right now, just constantly pushing up for that flag.
Yeah, Guardians are really putting the needle on this map here. We can see Champion going up against Overskill, Lucius, Flex, and Actimel. You will get taken out though from Lucius. There's still a load of overdrives here. LeBron having his Viking OD, which he will use on Lucius, going in for that flag. This Overskill though, nice from Silence using his OD. As a backup, Overskill using his OD, but LeBron takes him out. He's got no supplies, really low HP. Assertive's there to back him up. Gonna be taking that flag on the defense for Guardians Advance. There is Actimel kind of in the way here. They're still managing to pull this flag, and it's looking like the second capture as Silence managed to actually kill. I think it was Actimel. Excuse me.
I feel like LeBron has been getting a couple of players with his kind of fake that he has, where when he's using overdrive, he looks the other way, shoots, pretends he doesn't see him around the corner, and then just turns around ASAP as they come out. Because when you see a Viking OD just shooting around, you're not gonna push up and just go die. So you're gonna try to push up and see if you could sneak in a kill, and he's been luring a couple of players with that.
Oh, don't tell me he can get another OD here, and he does. We see also Champion managing to pull the flag, but Flex coming in with that OD, like said, just swapping around, managing to turn his mouse and kill him, and it's looking like the first capture. But LeBron is using his overdrive. Can he kill him? He takes out Flex. There's also overskill. No way he can return this flag just like that. He makes it look too easy.
I was so excited for
Oh
Cooldown to
my.
capture that flag. I seen LeBron gunning it down the middle. He got a really good spawn for that, but Flex, I like that he's using his ODs. He had a good opportunity. Actimel, he's had his OD for 4 minutes and he's behind a couple of players right now. I hope he can make something and Assertive just takes him out.
Ain't no way you're timing the overdrive now, Jake. But
But he took it in
Cha
the start. It's been
yeah,
4
yeah,
minutes.
yeah. I know. Well, it's just trolling. But we did see Champion pull that flag, but he did get killed. Lucius using his OD selves as well, allowing Actimel to pull this flag. They can take out Champion here possibly. There's still Assertive, a long range turret dealing damage, but this looks like it's the capture they're destined to get. It's only 1 HP though. LeBron and Silence there, no way. They can't get this return. It's not possible.
Champion might be using his OD soon. Overkill.
No,
Champion picks up the flag. He's gonna buy some time, but this is gonna
just
be his
cap it.
first capture. I don't know why he dropped
Just
it.
cap it. Just cap it. Okay, there we go. Oh,
Nah, but I'm
jeez.
excited now. I'm excited now. Cool down is bringing the energy. I need to see more attacks from them. OD in the center. LeBron gonna pick it up
Oh,
again.
yeah, that's the third one now, I think, or the second one, excuse me. But, anyways, Flex managing to pick up this flag. No team to back him up. He will get caught off guard there from Silence. And on the meanwhile, we do see Champion, although he didn't manage to get too far with that flag pull. Um, yeah, they've really got to focus that overdrive there. They're making it too easy for LeBron. And obviously, they know what happened, how LeBron managed to capture that flag and also get the return. Um, they
Yeah,
can't be taking those risks.
one of them was just straight from an OD box that he's picked up. So that's
Yeah.
the damage that it has done and the loss that they got from him taking that OD. He's coming in now with an OD, but he's out of supplies. Not a big opportunity for him.
Yeah, indeed. But we do see Champion Treasure pushing up here. Maybe Champion can do a bit of damage to allowing Treasure to pull the flag. But on the other side, there's Overskill. Treasure taking over 1v1 here. Looks like he will be able to kill Overskill, allowing Assertive pull the flag, but no supplies, and Treasure also gets killed, unfortunately.
Maybe
But
Champion can beat. Nah, that's a stretch. Flex is gonna spawn in. He's gonna make sure that flag gets returned.
yeah.
Guardians have been doing a good job of still keeping up that offensive pressure. Actimal able to sneak in, but not gonna be getting away with that flag. It looks like there's a ring just formed around it. If you go anywhere, you're gonna take damage. OD box now falling. LeBron gonna use and take.
Oh, Treasure. Harush coming in there using his Hunter OD, allowing LeBron to pick up the flag. On the other side, we see Lucius pick up the flag, and that's the second time his uses OD and with self damage there. And yeah, that's going to be a return for both teams actually.
At least that triggered Assertive to also retaliate with his OD. So
Good
that's one
point.
OD gone.
Good point. Good point. But I mean, it is the quickest OD to spawn as well. So
Then maybe not too much damage done.
yeah. Yeah. But I think Mad Kelly was telling me yesterday that they nerfed Crusader. It's not as much damage, but I'm not too sure. I've not really done the research myself on it.
Really, I hope they didn't because that OD is a bit hard to use. You kind of need the skill, and once you hit your target, you want it to be at least a one shot, one kill on the target that you hit and damage to some surrounding players.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's still 2K, but I'm not 100%. I think he was talking about the nerf when it went from 3K to 2K, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me. But Actimel pulling this flag gets taken out straight afterwards though. There's still 2 minutes. They're only one flag down, but they don't necessarily want to tie this round. I mean, if they manage to tie it, there will be oh, it's 4K damage. Oh, I didn't know that. There will be other rounds where they can kind of come back, but looking like LeBron trying to pick up that OD but won't take it. But Silence uses overdrive, takes out one player, does loads of damage to the other, but still, I believe it was Flex managing to pick up that OD. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, Flex might have had a good opportunity there, having two OD straight in a row in his arsenal, but Silence will shut that down. I feel like the difference in this map has been that Cooldown's defense kind of wanders off and leaves the flag open, just like right now for LeBron, whereas Black Mirror's, or I said Black Mirror, but Guardian Advance's defense is always there.
Yeah, they just make it too easy, like spreading butter on some bread. But ooh, Lucius does have his overdrive treasure. Oh, treasure's a maniac coming in, using his overdrive flex, used his OD, trying to get that return. Regardless, he's managing to pull the flag. LeBron gets taken out. Actimel uses as well. They might be able to get this capture. 1 minute on the clock. I think it's enough time to tie, but they have to play their cards right.
Optimal assertive is one shot. He doesn't have a speed. Champion is there, but he's taken out to
Ah.
very low damage. I feel like just because of some of the mistakes they made, it costed them this round. They had some good pulls, but like I said earlier, sometimes they just leave their flag wide open.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hope on the next round they can do something here because this one just went down the gutter. I saw like hope in some stages, but like you said, they're just not doing everything correctly. It just feels like Guardians Advance have just got that higher edge, you know.
Still, they make it
But
a very close game and they make
yeah,
it
yeah.
interesting for us, giving us hope that maybe they can do something in the next round. Two tips. One, OD box, you gotta take it, and at least don't let LeBron take that OD box. And the second is just holding up your defense, making sure there's always enough players there.
He's lying, guys. Steno actually wrote what one and two was. Yeah, he was right. One is get the OD box, and two is get good. But not joking.
Get
But
better.
yeah, get better. Yeah.
No, because I
uh,
feel like this team, like, they really have a good opportunity here.
no, for sure.
Against Guardians Advance, they're able to pull two flags, and just because of like a few mistakes where I think two flags came from them just having an empty flag base or just having one player there, which Guardians took advantage of.
I feel like if we talk about teams,
Just having
it's a bit
one
of
player
a
there,
distant
which
topic. But if we talk about teams which has kind of surprised us in this whole winter major, is one these two teams are for sure ones which I wouldn't expect would go so far. Not in a rude way, but like I'm happy they did, which was Cooldown and Blitz. Seen some great games from them, if I can recall. But um, yeah, unfortunately, Blitz didn't manage to make it, and it's looking at this pace, Cooldown won't be able to make it into the champion stage. But there's still rounds. I still got hope. Still cheerlead them. Cheerlead
yeah,
them?
I think Blitz and the other team Battle Axes, I feel like those two teams
Oh yeah.
did did pretty well, and maybe they might be able to crack into the next major. They had some tougher opponents, but they did put on a really good show, and maybe we'll see some better performance next time.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, battle axes even in the summer major, remember they were amazing. Also, there's actually been tons of teams which have been quite good, to be honest, and surprised they did as good as they did. Especially like retired bots, they had some incredible games. Um, to their name. And even though they changed their players, like we see Silent Sniper, excuse me, come back into this format. Like, well, not come back into this format, come to this format from playing team pointers as a BP to now playing a completely brand new format where he's got to relearn it all, you know?
Yeah, that is a good point, and I think Sniper is one of those players that are just a playmaker. He's just smart. He
Yeah,
understands the game, and I feel like that's definitely something that he's contributing to that team.
exactly. But anyways, we're in the fourth round here. Players have all selfed, and I believe there's no one new who's playing. Okay, so looking like Pace will be taking Treasure's spot here, and he will be playing. I think it's Eris, isn't it? Oh no, Hunter.
Right, Treasure will go out, Pace will replace, and this might be the final round that we're watching if Guardians are able to pull a win here.
I don't know. Pace is playing it. Might be another round, bro. It's a violation.
I
But
heard that.
if
I
they
heard
do
that.
lose, yeah, if they do lose, then it is on pace. Like that's gonna be the first center of attention. But LeBron managing to pull this flag does use his repair. Overskill is still there. Champion does have his OD, but LeBron again just making it too easy in the first minute. But Actimel might be able to take this overdrive. He will, stopping LeBron from getting that.
LeBron found a pretty good timing there, able to get into their base, won that 1v1, and captured it in some artistic style, took some next routes. But that Gauss didn't lock on at all. Overkill, I think he shot like four free lock shots. Maybe a lock would have been a bit better. But Actimel not able to get out. LeBron gonna take him out, and he's gonna use his stun. He's gonna get pace, and LeBron managed to survive it, but he's gonna take him out.
Check out what Lucius is using this round. Shaft and Crusader. Um, Obviously, they're trying to make something happen from this. I do feel like it's a pretty good thing to use. Looks like Assertive's going to be leaving the map out of the blue. There are four players. Actimel is using his OD, only leaving LeBron on defense here. Overskill going to be picking up the flag. Nice from Lucius, taking out Pace here. Silence going to be taking out two players, one with his OD and one with Thunder.
There was only one player that could stop that attack, and it was Silence with an overdrive, and he played that perfectly when there were four. Couple of ODs from cooldown to get that flag out, and now it's Champion from the other side. He's pulling it one shot. Pace is gonna pick it up. LeBron has an overdrive to secure this.
Yeah, but Overskill still on their base. Moonstone gonna be using. Silence gonna get caught off, and it's gonna be a return. But regardless, looks like Guardians Advance managed to hold their side and not allow them to capture this flag. LeBron gonna be using, trying to take this OD. Oh, but Moonstone just luckily last minute picks it up.
Yup, able to take it in time, but a good return from cooldown. Even
Yeah.
though they weren't able to pull that flag, got stuck on a few dead tanks, but it was a good opportunity. The score is only 1-0 right now, but I feel like they definitely have a chance to capture at least a couple of flags, one or two.
Yeah, I can see it happening possibly. I mean, there's still 7 minutes on the clock here, but for sure. It's still going to be tough. We can see the pressure coming in from Guardians Advance. They're not making it easy. Champion and Pace. Pace can possibly use. Or he takes over this flag from Champion. Does have his repair silence to back him up here. Three players against two. But looking like there's only really. Oh, silence pick it up, but it's going to be a return. Oh, assertive. But Moonstone going to be using, and that's going to be a guarantee return.
And Treasure do something about it. He doesn't
Oh,
have
oh
armor.
no.
Oh, sorry, not Treasure Pace. I forgot they swapped out. But Actimo
Yeah.
able to pull that flag one shot as Overskill gonna contest Champion. Can LeBron get that return in time? Does Lucius takes him out? Pace has his OD. Might be able to return this.
Yeah, I spoke way too soon. I thought that cooldown were going to get a return. But looking like they managed to pull the flag here through mid, though it's a bit risky. LeBron glitches over him, but he doesn't return, excuse me. Allowing Actimel to pick up the flag here. Assertive running away. He will survive. There is an OD which LeBron can pick up here. Actimel, but Champion. Can he get the return? There's only Overskill, but Overskill, lovely OD. But LeBron still picks up that overdrive. Going to be using. There's three players in his way. Takes out two returns, allowing Assertive to capture and gets a free K right there.
Cooldown survived a couple of those really close attacks, but that last one very well played. Even when Champion was coming in with his Paladin overdrive, good support from his teams, helping him to take out some players, and they're able to get that return, making it 2-0.
Yeah, we saw Flex as well pushing up along with his teammates here, Actimel and Moonstone. Did use his OD, only got two players. I just love the way that Guardians advance when Flex uses. It just makes it so hard for Flex to actually get any kills. They just all hide in a perfect way. Um, so yeah, I mean it's a bit unfortunate for him, but I can't really like fault what Guardians advance are doing. It's not that cooldown are doing anything too bad, but I just feel like they're too scattered around the map, you know.
Yeah, right now Guardians looking pretty good for that champion stage. Sometimes
Yeah.
I see them struggle against some other tough opponents. I'm kind of surprised that they're one of the last teams or the last team that will
Yeah.
be adding to the top 8. But they did face a couple of good teams with tired bots, and I think they faced Team Pointers, Toxic,
Mhm.
so a pretty hard bracket for them, but hopefully it makes them better. I want to see them perform and go deep in the champion stage.
Yeah, for sure. Likewise, be interesting to see them reface those teams as well at one stage. So, but yeah, 4 minutes on the clock, still 2-0. Looking like it's a lucky day for two, eh? I swear
Yeah,
every round's been 2-0.
they have been able to capture 2 flags for the most part, and I think things are slowly starting to wind down in this game now. I feel like both teams kind of have a feeling that this is going to be the last round played. 2-0 lead, and they won't give up on the attack. LeBron able to get out, very low HP, but assertive is there. And Actimo is going to have Tesla. He's not going to be able to reach.
Yeah, so assertive using, and he did get caught off guard there by Flex. But yeah, that's gonna be a capture. Uh, yeah, luckily for them, it's 3-0, but still 3 minutes. Excuse me. Flex does have his OD Moonstone as well. And Overskill, they can still game change this, but it really, I don't know. It's not too likely that they will.
Yeah, I feel like Guardians, they've done a good job of shutting down the cooldown attackers. Flex, we didn't see much from him, or I don't remember seeing much from him. Actimal, I've seen him push in a lot, but most of the time he's coming in alone, and that's pretty easy pickups for the Guardians defense to take him out.
Yeah, exactly. Pace hit, pulling the flag. Oh, he does have his OD. He's holding off, but Overskill right behind him. Overskill gonna be using. It looking like Actimel can take this overdrive. Gonna be using straight away. They're coming in quick here. They can possibly pull this flag, but Pace does have his overdrive. He won't be using it just yet. He doesn't need to. There's LeBron to back him up as well, and they just defended that so well.
Yeah, Flex was timing his repair kit for the damage taken from Pace, but didn't notice LeBron coming back. Activated DP right away. Hammer just does so much damage and just gonna kill that whole attack. I feel like that was a really important attack if we wanted to see some energy from cooldown. But now I feel like things are just gonna slowly wind down.
Yeah, you're definitely right. I feel like both teams have seen the day of light here. They know who's going to come out victorious, and it's just unfortunate that it was a 4-0 win for Cooldown because we both saw hope for them. But Guardians just didn't want to take the risk and just played this so well, like too well.
Yeah, cooldown did have a couple of good runs, couple of good offensive attacks and defense that we got excited about, but just not able to take control of the overall game. And Guardians dominated them in this last round, 3-0, and no flags captured.
Yep. Well, I really do hope that we see Cooldown again, even if they rename. This team's not bad. I'm sure they can make it up to the legend stages again easily, without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta tip it to the players coming
Yeah,
to at least
definitely.
this stage. And the last OD of the game is gonna fall down. LeBron's gonna pick up and get another one. Looks like they want to do one final attack as champion also activates his OD.
Yeah, Moonstone in the way. Silence though. Oh no. Lucius misses. Silence gonna be taking them out both. Champion taken out. Actimel just leaving straight afterwards. And yeah, it is. It's gonna be a win. Congrats.
Yeah, it's that damage has been done. It's been enough,
Right.
especially capturing the last minute. We're done with this. But both teams did put on a good play, cool down. GG, well played. Good luck to you in your next games. But for this one, it's gonna go to Guardians 4-0.
Exactly. Um. Well, with that being said, guys, we are really looking forward to the champion stages, and I can't remember the exact date it's going to be. I think it's on the 12th or something. Um, but yeah, with that being said, guys, we hope to see you all soon. And yeah, have a good break. Anything from you, Stenner?
Nope. Congrats to Guardians. They'll be joining Diamonds, Papega, Team Pointers, Red Notice, Toxic, Divine, and Retired Bots in the champion stage. So the next time we speak to you, it'll be a game from there.
Oh yeah. Peace.